1,000 years of silent prayer are breathing in the dusty air. I see you standing on the stair, a ghost I know was never there. And the stones remember every name, a beautiful and holy flame. And the stones remember every shame, a quiet and a losing game. A quiet and a losing game. And in this space I feel so small. I'm ready now to watch it fall, to answer give my all. And the stones remember every name, a beautiful and holy flame. And the stones remember every shame, a quiet and a thinking game. The wooden floor's a gentle creak, the solace that I always seek, so powerful and yet so meek, the lessons that I hear them speak. 1,000 lives in black and white, suspended in the hazy light. It isn't wrong, it isn't right, a beautiful and a holy sight. And the scent of old pages is a quiet home, a place where the title with my hand, a strange and unfamiliar land, a story I can understand, a simple and a soft command. And the scent of old pages is a quiet home, a place where I will never roam, a quiet and a heavy tone beneath a dusty silent dome. And in this quiet I can finally see the 1,000 different versions of me, so beautifully and sadly free, the person I was meant to be. And the scent of old pages is a quiet home, a place where I will never roam, a quiet and a heavy tone beneath a dusty silent dome. The final scene has come and gone, a quiet and a lonely heart. The hero's journey has been drawn, the beating of my weary heart. The velvet seats, a sea of red, the million words we left unsaid. The ghost of you is in my head, a final and a hopeful thread. And the credits roll for a life I knew, a bittersweet and perfect view. The only person left is you, in everything I say and do. The lights come up, the magic's flown, a quiet and a gentle throne, a seed of peace that has been sown, a feeling that is all my own. And the credits roll for a life I knew, a bittersweet and a hopeful view. The only person left is you, that helps me see the morning through. And now the screen is milky white, a beautiful and a lonely light. It isn't wrong, it isn't right, just the ending of a perfect night. And the credits roll for a life so true, a bittersweet and perfect view. The only person left is you, in everything I'll ever do. hidden in the sky. The sparks all learn how to fly. A beautiful and soft goodbye. The ocean whispers to the sand, a language I can understand. A story from another land, held in the safety of my hand. And the dying embers glow and fade. A beautiful and sad parade. The wood is turning into gray, the ghost of a forgotten day. I wouldn't have it any other way, but I just wish that it would stay. We are the only ones still here to face a new and hopeful year. There's nothing left to doubt or fear. The message is so very clear. And the dying embers glow and fade. A beautiful and sad parade. And in the warmth of this decay, the games we used to have to play, they seem to slowly slip away to greet the coming of the day. They glow and fade, a sad parade, so unafraid. Do the stars all know my name? A quiet and a lonely art, or is it just a foolish game? The beating of my weary heart, the telescope is blind with frost, a monument to all we knew. Was it worth the heavy cost? A different and a hazy view. And in this dome of silent steel, the only promise I can find, the only thing that's true you leave, is the ghost you left behind. The roof is open to the gray, a silent and a sweet goodbye. Is there another precious than silver or gold. A beauty that my heart can hold. And in this dome of silent steel, one that time will finally hail. The only thing that's true real is the quiet way you make me feel. Do you remember how we flew beneath the sky of hazy blue, before we ever had a clue that our small story was brand new? And the Ferris wheel is sleeping now, a silent and a final bow. I don't remember when or how we broke the sad and hopeful vow. We saw the world from way up high, a beautiful and a gentle lie. We were not scared to live or die. We didn't need a reason why. And the Ferris wheel is sleeping now, a silent and a final bow. I don't remember when or how we broke that sad and hopeful vow. All that's left is steel and dust, a monument of broken trust. It's not about revenge or lust, it's just the way of things it must. And the Ferris wheel is sleeping now, a silent and a final bow. I don't remember when or how we broke the sad and hopeful vow. Boardwalk sleeping soft and gray, the ghosts of a forgotten day. Shutters on, the shops are down. The quiet king without a crown. The loneliest and saddest town, where silent feelings start to drown. And the echo of the summer's gone. Just a quiet and a lonely dawn. I'm the only person on the sand, a stranger in the promised land. Story I can understand, held in the safety of my hand. The waves they crash and then retreat. The rhythm of my own heartbeat. A feeling oh so bittersweet, a victory and a defeat. And the echo of the summer's gone. Just a quiet and a lonely dawn. And in this quiet, I can hear the sound of all the beauty that I found on this forgotten holy ground. Spinning round and round and round. The summer's gone. A lonely dawn. To carry on. The streetlights bleed upon the glass. This quiet moment slow to pass. A lonely and a hopeful mass. A shadow on the sunburned grass. The world outside is washed and clean. The saddest thing I've ever seen. A life that's somewhere in between. A beautiful and faded queen. And the sound of rain is all I hear. So very far and yet so near. The house is quiet, the air is cool. A beautiful beautiful and a gentle rule, the wisdom of a hopeful fool, a quiet and a placid pool. And I am safe within these walls as the darkness softly calls, as every single raindrop falls and answers all my silent calls. And the sound of rain is all I hear, so very far and yet so near. And every drop's a memory that falls so soft and silently. It's setting all my feelings free, the person I was meant to be. So very near, so very clear, the fading of a silent year. Do you remember what you meant to say? The final moments of the day, before we let it slip away in our own quiet, simple way. And the air between us is a heavy heart, a way to fall and come apart. The quiet beating of my heart, a brand new and a lonely start. Was it a promise or a lie? A beautiful and sweet goodbye, the moment that we learned to fly beneath a dark and empty sky. And the air between us is a heavy heart, a way to fall and come apart. The quiet beating of my heart, a brand new and a lonely start. And I could ask you to explain the shelter from the coming rain, the beauty and the welcome pain, but I know that it would be in vain. And the air between us is a heavy heart, a way to The air is deep, the promises I couldn't keep, the lonely vigil that I keep. A pool of light upon the street, a slow retreat, oh so bittersweet. And a single street light paints the ground, the only magic to be found, spinning round and round and round, without a single lonely sound. Moss all dance, a silent show, a place to go, so soft and low. And a single street light paints the ground, the only magic to be found, spinning round and round and round, without a single lonely sound. Towards a sea of light, so beautifully and sadly bright. Another long and endless flight into the darkness of the night. And the last plane leaves a midnight sharp, a quiet and a lonely heart, a beautiful and a hopeful war, a feeling that is keen and sharp. a beautiful and a hopeful war, a feeling that is keen and sharp. And there it goes, a fading star. No matter how near or how far, I'm happy right where we are, in this quiet little lonely bar. And the last plane leaves at midnight sharp, a quiet and a lonely heart, a beautiful and a hopeful walk, a feeling that is keen and sharp. The sky is gray, a silver sheet, the rhythm of the sleeping street, a feeling oh so bittersweet, a victory and a defeat. And the harbor wakes to a brand new day, the ghosts of night just slip away. I wouldn't have it any other way, but I just wish that they would stay. The water's calm, a sheet of glass, this perfect moment slow to pass, a lonely and a hopeful mass, a shadow on the dying grass. And the harbor wakes to a brand new day, the ghosts of night just slip away. I wouldn't have it any other way, but I just wish that they would stay. And in that sound, so deep and low, a place where quiet feelings grow, a seed of peace I mean to sow, the only home I'll ever know. And the harbor wakes to a brand new day, the ghosts of night just slip away. I wouldn't have it any other way, but I just wish that they would stay. it drips a steady line, a fragile and a hopeful sign. It isn't yours, it isn't mine, just beautifully and so benign. And the silence of this house just breathes. The tangled web, the memory pour a glass of water, cool and clear. The fading of a foolish fear. So very far and yet so near. The reason that I'm standing here, and in the glass I see my face, a quiet and a lonely space, a slow and unforgiving race, a beautiful and a sweet disgrace. And the silence of this house just breathes. The tangled web, the memory and it's okay to be alone upon this quiet, gentle throne, a seed of peace that has been sown, a story that is all my own, the memory weaves, the turning of the leaves, the heart The lake is calm, the shore is deep. The promises I couldn't keep are sleeping in a gentle sleep, a harvest that I'll never reap. I see it just beneath the blue, so beautifully and sadly new. The ghost of me, the ghost of you, a different and a hazy view. And the sunken toy is a memory that the water holds for only me. The summer sun, the faded boat, the single only hopeful note, the heavy lump within my throat, a story that I never wrote. And time has passed, the water's cold, a story that will not grow old, more precious than silver or gold, a beauty that I get to hold. And the sunken toy is a memory that the water holds for only me. And I could reach, but I'll let it be a quiet piece of history, so beautifully and sadly free, for no one else to ever see. For only me, for only me, for only me, so quietly, for only me, a silent sea. The corners bend, the colors fade, a story from a different time, of beautiful and sad parade that has no reason or a rhyme. A hazy smile, the summer's heat, a promise that was incomplete. I see you standing in the street, a feeling oh so bittersweet. And in this moment, frozen still, a quiet and a gentle art, a memory against my will that slowly starts to break my heart. We didn't know what was in store, or what we were both fighting for. I'm not that person anymore, behind the closed and silent door. And in this moment, frozen the person in this picture's gone, faded away with a quiet dawn. A different actor, the curtain's drawn, but the memory still lingers on. And in this moment, frozen still, a horrifying grain got north, a memory I'll cherish till it mends and heals my broken heart. The wind is cold against my skin, a place where new regrets begin. The ocean breathes a quiet sound on this forgotten holy ground. The sea below is dark and vast, a shadow that is overcast. The final die has now been cast, a future that is coming fast. And I'm standing on the edge of a world I knew, a silent and a lonely place, reflecting in a faded hue, a beautiful and a sweet disgrace. The waves they crash, a distant roar. I'm not the person from before. I'm waiting by a different door, and I'm not afraid of wanting more. And I'm standing on the edge of a world I knew, a hopeful and a brighter place, reflecting in a brand new hue, a beautiful and a quiet grace. And I'm not falling, I'm not afraid of the beautiful and sad parade, a memory I chose to save from a lonely silent grave.